Welcome. This is Kimberly Sherry, Intuitive Healer, and I'm here to teach you today what I feel is the most important tool that anyone can use to help them maintain their health and wellness, and that's their grounding cord. So there's two reasons why we want to have a good grounding cord, and the first has to do with our plumbing. It would be like having a house without any plumbing. So the main reason for our grounding cord is to provide a place for all the foreign energy that we collect throughout the day, throughout years, that's not ours, and we have a place for it to release down our grounding cord. And the more we release energy that's not ours, the more we'll feel like ourselves. So it's really a great tool and very simple. The second reason we need a good grounding cord is it's much like a tree without roots. In a high wind, that tree's going to go down if it doesn't have strong roots. So we want to be like a tree with deep roots that go all the way to the center of the planet, so that no matter what the winds of adversity do, we will be able to stand strong and confident and certain and feel safe with a good grounding cord. You know, there's never been a more important time to have a good grounding. Right now we're living in very intense times. In fact, they'll be increasing in intensity until the end of the cycle of 2012 and actually even beyond that. So it's really very important to have good grounding. So how does grounding work? Well, we can do it standing with our eyes open, but I'm going to teach you how to do it sitting with your eyes closed. So you would sit comfortably in a chair and you would close your eyes, and then you're going to be using your imagination. And you would imagine this line of energy that goes from the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the planet. You want to make sure that you go beyond the Earth's crust, because on the surface of the Earth there's a lot of chaos and hysteria right now. And so we don't want to match that energy. We want to go all the way down to the center of the planet. And we can imagine either this big pipe that goes all the way to the center of the planet. We can imagine the roots of a tree. And some people like to use the image of a big beam of light that goes from the base of our spine all the way to the center of the planet. And there's no effort involved in this. We just sit with our eyes closed in no effort, and it just works like gravity. Gravity just helps us to release all of this energy that's not ours. It goes back to the center of the planet where it gets recycled back to whoever it belongs to. So it's really a great tool. The other reason why we want to make sure we go to the center of the planet is because we don't want to be grounding through our house or through our bank account or through somebody else, because otherwise when we lose our money or our house goes into foreclosure, we're going to go into a tailspin. And if we're grounding through somebody else, when they're having a bad day, we're going to have a bad day. And so we don't want that. So make sure you have your own grounding cord. So the one exception to that would be children. Now, they share their parents' grounding cord until they're about, say, 7 to 12, when they start establishing their own and they start becoming more independent. But other than that, we need our own grounding cord. So how often should you change this, or how often should you use it? Well, you want to use it every single day. And if you have a question about should I change it or not, just change it. It's so easy. It just takes a moment of your imagination and you have a new grounding cord. So it's great to do this with habits that you have every day. So you can start a habit of putting down a new grounding cord every day, say when you're brushing your teeth or when you're getting dressed. That would be a great time to establish a new habit of using your grounding cord. So that's your grounding, and make sure you use it every single day and you'll feel more like yourself. So join me next month, and I'm going to be sharing a tool with you on how to stay in present time. It's only from the present moment that we can create the future. So I look forward to seeing you then, and if you have any questions in the meantime, email me, and you can always visit my website at kimberlysherry.com. This is Kimberly Sherry, Intuitive Healer. Heal your body, heal your life. All right, thank you.